Yo, what's up, family? Yo, we here for another good video. We here with more family here. So that's what makes it more interesting. So this video here, we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna title this one, There's Two Type of People in This World. Now, we all heard that statement before, and it's normally referring to things such as rich people, poor people, good people, bad people, you know, and so on and so on. But in this instance, I'm gonna switch it just a little bit. And what I mean by that, there's two types of people in this world. Is we may all heard this terminology before where it says something like, you want to be around people, positive people, that light up by your mere presence when you come around. See, that's the type of person I'm talking about there. But then the second type of person will be a person who, family or friend, and a lot of times it's us who had those type of friends that you went out of your way for. You helped them out, you helped lift them up, and you did it genuinely because you may have had love for them, respect for them, you know, but in the end, you found out. It took you a while to understand it, but they never was your friend. They was using you, and they was what you would call an opportunist. That's not the word of the day, but we're gonna get to that. But it's sad that it took you a while to figure it out. They never was your friend. So see the different two types of people? And it's sad that you had to go through hard times with that person to find out this person was using me all along. You was never my friend. Anybody else kind of want to speak on that? Two type of people. These are the type of people I'm talking about.
What you think? Like I know the like there's good cops and bad cops. There's in family there are good families and there are bad families. So in many different ways. It's always a story behind all of that with good and positives. So the thing is that you always want to be just with the positive, but when you go and look at the negative, which is the bad thing, is that you can also learn from that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not to put them on the side and say, oh, I don't want to deal with no negative. You got to be with the negative so you can actually learn from them, but not to be with them.
Yeah.
And honestly, going off what you were saying, I was just thinking that, like, the negative bring more lessons. You know, it's good to be around positive.
Like that.
It's good to be around positive. You know, it lights you up, you feel good. But the negative, you need that.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
That's what help you prosper.
Yeah, a life lesson. It's a hard lesson to learn, but you do learn from it. It's not a pleasant feeling to go through it, but you do learn from it.
You learn from it, but you don't keep making the same
Same,
mistake.
yeah.
Just don't keep, because if you exactly, thank you. Because if you actually go back to that negative, that means you have not learned anything.
That's right.
At all.
And now when we talk about the positive, like I said, your family. I love your parents, right?
Yep.
They were what you would call empirical. That would be like an empirical result of something positive. Now, as always, you know I love to give you a word of the day. That will be the word of the day. As I said, I want to always try to broaden everyone's vocabulary. Now, if you look up the word empirical, it simply means factual, but it's a little more deeper than factual. It means factual with observation, with actual hardcore proof. Let's take you two young women, for example. Y'all in the medical field, right?
Yeah.
That would be a word I would highly advise y'all to use down the line, because here's the way I'm going to use it for you guys and for y'all out there viewing audience as well, for you to never forget. Pharmaceutical companies. Pharmaceutical companies use empirical results for drug testing, meaning they have to test this drug and they got to see the results, and then they say we have empirical proof that this works because we seen the observation. So it's a good word for you guys because you're in the medical. And like I said, now the empirical part when it comes to your parents, when you look upon your parents, don't y'all have proof through observation that they truly love you?
Right, yeah.
You know, without a doubt, you go, nah, even when I messed up, I got proof. My dad got my back. My mom got my back even when I screw up. They have shown it.
Right.
Even when I didn't deserve it, they shown it. That's empirical. It's not just factual, but it's with observational proof to back up your proof. So that's why I say two types of people in this world. The ones that light up when they see you, and then the ones that's done you wrong when you only did right by them. But now they spend a lot of regret trying to get back in your life because they realize, damn, I had a good friend, a family member, and I screwed it up. What could I do? And they try to creep back in if you let them.
Exactly.
But like y'all all said, you learn from that lesson.
Right.
Don't make that mistake again. Because if you do, that means you ain't learning.
You just gotta deal with them just at a distance. I
There
don't
you
have
go.
to deal with you the same way. I know how to treat you and how to deal with you.
Right.
Exactly. No, good point.
And I think going
what I
back to
think.
the going back to the lessons, like when you say you know you have empirical proof that your parents love you, like
Yes.
a lot of that negative would teach you that too.
Yeah.
It'll make you be like, this negative is different from this negative
Yeah.
in the household.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like it help you pinpoint what's what.
Mhm.
And that's how you're able to tell like, nah, this is a different type of structure.
Yes.
Negative right here.
Cool.
And that's the bad right
I
there.
like that.
Appreciate sister.
Yeah. So in closing, what I would tell any and everybody out there, life lessons, as my niece says, you know, sometimes those negative ones can be your best teacher sometimes. I've said that in previous videos of mine. Your best teacher is your actual parents, but life lessons are your teacher as well. Learn from your lessons, and if you keep making the same mistake and you haven't learned, then you got some growing up to do. Because you got to learn from your mistakes to make you better.
That's right.
Anything else you guys got in closing? Are you cancel it? Peace.